Well, hello guys. So I haven't streamed in a while, and a few days ago I made a stream about the UltRank 2025 season and my predictions for the top 150, as well as one horrible mention that I talked about for about 2 hours. Um, so between that live stream and right now, a couple of things have changed. So the old rank team decided that they were gonna do the whole top 100 ranking. They were gonna do videos for every single one of the top 100 players. So that changed my things a little bit because I already had a prediction for the top 100, but I didn't have them like by tens, I had it like top 100 from 100 to 50 to 51, but I really didn't have them like, for example, top 100, top 90, top 80. I didn't have them like that. I had them all as top 100 players. So right now I'm gonna do something different. Is that I'm gonna talk about each of the tops tens by tens, which means I'm gonna talk about the top 100 first, which by my standards are the players that you are seeing right now. These are the players I think are gonna be top 100 for the UltRank 2025 season. I don't necessarily have them ordered because I just recently changed them, really. So in each tier there are 10 players. So for the top 100 players, you can see it's Ploopy, Capitancito, Noe, Capt, Phantom, Elijahman, Rio, Kaninabe, Mars, and Naocha. So what I did was that every single player that I had in the top 100, I just reorganized it and kept thinking like, okay, so who of all of these players did better? And I consider who did worse and stuff like that. So I consider like, so I had all these 10 players in my top 100, but I consider these players to have done the worst out of all of them. Well, Bloopy, why is Bloopy so high? He really hasn't done that much. He has a couple of good wins, and among those good wins is defeating Toon, the Chilean Steve player. He has a win on Toon, which is very good, of course. Well, to be fair, I think Toon also has a win on Ploopy, but I think it's better. Toon is already gonna be like very high on the list. So I think for Ploopy, it's much better to have a win on Toon than for Toon having a win on Ploopy. Capitancito, he was already a horrible mention for top 100, but he only attended like 2 ranked tournaments. I think he already has at least 4, so that's why he's gonna be ranked in the whole ranking. And after the first half of the season, he got a win on Sonics. I think that was in the second half, which is awesome. Of course, Sonics is very, very likely gonna be a top 10 player. So having a win on him is, of course, amazing. So I think basically because of that, he's gonna have a top 100 season. Noi, he was already a top 100 player in the first half. I feel like he had a decent second half. Like he didn't do much worse, I would say. So that's why I think he's gonna stay in the top 100. He's always like kind of close to this area. Like the one time I remember he was not top 100. I think he was like 110 or something like that. He's always close to this area, like 90 or top 100 or top 110. And kind of the same thing goes for Capped. Capped was ranked 111, I think, in the first half. He got decent results in the second half. On top of a couple of good wins, I think he beat Yoshidora, who's top 50 for sure. It's always good, and he probably got a couple of other good wins. I'm pretty sure. Like there, it was a cafeteria cup. At cafeteria cup, he got good wins. He beat Ashimo, I think, which is great for him, because Ashimo is most likely gonna be a top 20 player. So that's good. Now Phantom. Phantom should be new to the ranking system. Phantom is a player that co-mains Steve and Donkey Kong. He has a very good Donkey Kong. But yeah, he's most known for playing Steve, and the reason why this player is here, even though he's not very well known, I feel like, is because Phantom beat Tweak at least once. I know he has other wins, but I don't remember which one they are right now. I don't have like the wins with me right now. I was not very ready to do this thing. It looks like, but Phantom has good wins. I feel like he should be top 100 just because of the wins alone. And kind of the same thing goes for Elijah, man. I feel like he has been popping off this second half. He was already like 130 in the first half, and I feel like his second half has been very good. I got that feeling. Now, Ryu is a player that has fallen off a bit. He was ranked number 57, if I remember correctly, in the first half. He had a very good first half, but not only like he did worse, he only went to like one or two events in this second half of the season. And kind of the same thing goes for Kaninabe. He entered like two events this half of the season. He DQ'd a lot. He DQ'd at a lot of events in this second half. He usually went to a lot of Sumabatos, but he DQ'd to a lot of them. He still went though, and I'm curious about why Kaninabe kept DQing. I wonder if it's health or something, or he's just not enjoying Smash that much anymore. Ryu and Kaninabe were both top 60 in the first half, and now I feel like because they didn't attend that much, and also their results to the events they did attend were not good, that's gonna hurt them a lot. Kind of the same thing goes for Mars too. He was number 58. This is 58, 57, and 54. If I remember correctly. Mars got wins on Onin and Mia in the first half, and the only wins he got in the second half was Just Blue, I think, who is probably a top 150 player. I don't think Just Blue is gonna be top 100. I'm pretty sure I talked about him in my other video, which you should check. So yeah, Mars. I think he should still be top 100 because he hasn't lost to many players. Like the only unranked player he lost to was Brujo, and so he hasn't attended much. But at the events he has attended, he hasn't lost much either. Like he attended two events: the event where he placed third and he lost to Zamba and Brujo, and the other event when he only lost to Just Blue, but he double eliminated him at the same time. So I think he's gonna fall off, but not by that much. I think he's rather fine. And finally, Naocha. Naocha, in case you don't know who this player is, Naocha means Diddy Kong. He is from Japan. I think he was I think he was ranked number 110 in the first half. And I know he got a win on Yara, but I honestly don't know if that was in the first season or the second. I think it was the second because I have a feeling like if there was a reason behind why I put Nacha in the top 100, it must be that. So, they're not ordered really. I don't think like Club is 91st and Nacha will be 100. No, it's not necessarily like that. I don't have them ordered within tiers. But I think the most likely players that are gonna be top 100 are these ones. Oh shit. And let's check top 90 now. A little bit of a spoiler there. Top 90. So I got Gorioka, Candle, Masha, Kuroponsu, Andric, Taike, Lax, Yonepi, Free K-Flock, and Tilde. Gorioka has fallen off a lot. He had a very rough second half, except for a couple of tournaments where he did kind of good. That's the only reason why I think he's still top 100. Well, top 90 in this case. Because he still has a good first half where he got ranked in the top 60. And on top of that, his second half, even though it was much worse than the first, he still did decent. It could be worse. Like, he still had a couple of good tournaments, like I mentioned. Candle only went to one tournament, which was Supernova, I think, and they placed decently high, like just like the right amount for their standard. The reason why I have Candle this low is that they were like number 60, if I remember correctly, in the first half. And they will fall off a bit because of not attending anything. Like they literally only attended one tournament, one ranked tournament in the second half. I think that will hurt them a bit. I don't know if they will hurt them that much. No, that's a question I have. I wonder how much will the lack of attendance affect these players. For example, another player that could be very much affected by this is Masha, who also only attended one tournament. Now the thing about Masha is that he was ranked number 51st. He was almost top 50 by only attending 4 tournaments. He went to Alt-Core 5th. He placed 17th or 13th. Or maybe he placed 7th. I think he placed 7th. That was a major tournament. And Masha didn't go to anything else. Didn't go to Kagaribi. He didn't go to Mebura. He only attended that tournament. Masha is always known for not attending very much. But when he does attend, this happens. He gets ranked. He gets ranked in the top 100. So Masha is for sure going to be top 100. But again, like I said before, I don't know how much will affect these players, the lack of attendance. I don't think Masha got any like very good wins at Old Court. That's the other thing. Like all the good wins he got happened in the first season. Kuroponsu had a very good run at Kagaribi, I think. And they also had a couple of good Sumabatos too. Kuroponsu had a better second half than the first half. And it's funny to say that because he beat Raru in the first half. I think he didn't do in the second half, but he still got good wins. I'm pretty sure. Just you. There's an app I always use for this. It's called Super Major, or also Smashers app, also known as that. Koropansu. So yeah, he attended 5 tournaments. Yeah, let's look for example at Tsumabato 62. Nothing remarkable actually. Tsumabato 63, nothing remarkable. Kagaribi 14, he beat Motsunabe, he beat Yoshidora, and he beat Tamego. That's a good tournament. And he lost to Hurt and Masa, which are amazing players, of course. And then he top 8'd Sumabato 64, beating Mark and Rocky. So those are good wins in my eyes. Like even though Hitsumabato 60, 62, and 63 were not very remarkable, his Kagaribi 14 and his Sumabato 64 were great. Andrik. The reason why Andrik is this high, even though he was like 138, I think he was in the first half, is because he beat Spargo. Andrik beat Spargo very recently. That happened very recently. It happened at Worst of the West 11. Andrik beat Spargo 3-1, only getting double eliminated by Waka. On top of that, he got other good wins. I'm pretty sure he beat like. Did he beat Monty? Maybe I'm wrong. He placed 5th at Eugene Bound Summers, which was a major. Okay. He beat Embo C, he beat Jackal, and he beat Kurama. That's great, honestly. Only getting double eliminated by Sonics. See, these are the results I'm talking about. And also, he beat Big Boss in Taiwan. Very good showing from Andrik in the second half of the season. Jesus Christ, my laptop is heating up like crazy. Uh Taike has had a very decent second half. I'm pretty sure about that. I don't remember why, but he did. Hear me out. Why do I think so? Yeah. Honestly, I completely forgot why I put Taike so high. So, at Tsubugeki 19, he beat Shin and Gorioka. Which is good. I mean, at Yumetsuki, he beat Roriksu. At Kagaribi, he beat Akakiksu. Okay, those are good wins. Those are good wins. He also beat Kurofune at a C tier. And that's it. Okay. He hasn't done that much, but those are good wins still. Maybe Taike could be top 100. Not top 1, not top 90. Because something I gotta consider is that Taike was barely top 150. He was literally number 150 in the first half. It's so funny to think that because this dude top 8 a super major and he only got top 150. And it's even worse with guys like Masa, for example. Masa, the Japanese Falco, he didn't get ranked in the first half, even though he also top 8 a super major. That's wild. That's so wild that someone that top 8 a super major didn't even get ranked. That's crazy, bro. So Taike could be moved onto the top 100. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be surprised. but he does have good wins. That's the thing. So he's definitely going up in the ranking. Lax is another player. Lax didn't get ranked in the first half. He had a very mediocre first half. But then he like popped off immediately when the second half started. Do you guys remember this dude placed like 1,025th at Kagaribi 13? 1,025th. That's a placement that I've never seen before, honestly. Before that, I've never seen a ranked player have such a low placement. So at Sebugeki, he placed fourth. He beat Reno and Akakikusu, which is amazing. Old Core fifth. He places fifth. So he top 8 two majors in a row. At Old Core, he beat Motsunabe, he beat Shion, and he beat Daigoro. Awesome. At Umebura, he placed 17th, beating Rorikusu. Good win as well. At Silver Cup, he placed 5th, beating Chon Rorikusu again, and he beat Milena HO as well. At Cafeteria Cup, he didn't beat anyone, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, he beat Mile again, but he lost to Ball. He lost to Ball, the K rule. At Kagari 14, he didn't do much. Yeah. He won Fly High 20, beating Kurofune and double eliminating Taikei. And finally, he placed 13th at Impact Major, where he lost to Keiko the Little Mac. But he has a lot of good wins. A lot of them. And he has very few bad results. He only has 2 bad results. Like only like Impact Major, Cafeteria Cup could also be bad, but he beat Mild, which is good. And there's also like Sumapa 204, where he lost to Sankotsu, which is a Palutena, and Metara, who will most likely not be ranked this season. That was a bad tournament for Lax, but it was only a C tier, bro. It's not that important. So all the other wins he got were great. I think Lax for sure could be top 90. He could even be top 80. I'm not exaggerating. He really did have a very good second season. I mean, second half of the season. Yonebi did stuff. I'm pretty sure he won a tournament. He won a B tier. I'm pretty sure he won a tournament. Oh yeah, that also happened, of course. Yeah, he won a B tier. Let's look at Yonebi's season. He attends a lot of tournaments. Jesus Christ. So, alright. He places 4th at Masuma Grand Wars 2, where he beat Furara Ramen. That's a decent win. Had a bad Sumabato 60 and 61, where Sumabato 60 was not that bad, but Sumabato 61 was horrible. At Old Core, oh, good run. So he loses to an unranked Mi Gunner, but then he beats Midorun, Mark, Tsubaki, and Furura Ramen. Isn't that great? Then immediately after, he places 97th at Umebura. Jesus Christ, losing to 2 unranked players. And right after that, he wins a B tier, where he lost to a Kirby named YI, and then beats Miru. He beats Gorioka. He beats Rorikusu. He beats Taikei. And he double eliminates Raki. Like, he has so many good wins. I have problems with not ranking this dude in the top 100. He has so many good wins, but his losses are so bad as well. He really loses to everyone. Like really. He has so many losses to unranked players. Then he places second at Cafeteria Cup as well. He beats Kept, beats Ashimo, beats Chon, beats Leo, and takes a set off of Ken in grand finals. And then of course he underperforms at Caribe 14, but not before beating Gachipi as well, the Lucario player. Like I said, he has so many wins, dude. He also beat Mild at a B tier, Mild Night Show, and then he places 17th at a C tier, bro. Losing to seed 43. How does that happen, bro? I guess that's the character because Naturu also has the same issue. So a very polarizing season for Yonepi, but I want to believe this dude will be top 100. He has so many good wins and so many bad losses. Kind of the same thing as Free K Flock, honestly. That I also have in the top 100. Well, top 90 in this case. Free K Flock. I know K Flock beat Samba. K Flock beat Samba at a tournament recently. At Angur Smash 50, he beat Samba. But also has like very bad placements at other tournaments. For example, this 65th at Port Priority, 9th at a C tier. Then he places 3rd at a B tier, beating Base Mage, but losing to Osh Knight and Atomic, who are good players, but they are unranked. Then places 5th at a B tier, where he loses to unranked. Well, he lost to Lammers. Lammers is gonna be ranked, so there's no issue there. Does he have other good wins other than Samba? I wanna know, dude. Please tell me he has other good wins. Otherwise, I'm gonna look insane. Like, beating Samba is good, but it's not enough to make you a top 100 player. No, dude. Where are the wins? Am I stupid? He beat Pharaoh. He also beat Pharaoh. And to be fair, some of the losses he has are to Samba and Jackal and Syrup. So it's not horrible, you know, like it could be worse. Nah, bro, maybe I saw K Flock beating. Well, he has winners on Syrup, doesn't he? And Syrup, well, it's not like he increased a lot. Like he was already ranked number 11 in the world, and now he's gonna be top 10. But it doesn't increase that much, you know. And Samba is probably already like 6th or 5th as well. This is hard. He might not even be top 100. Why did I put him so high? Well, let's talk about. Okay. It's so funny that I make these stupid ass mistakes. So, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if, just like Ty K Flock might not be top 90. He might not even be top 100. He does have a Samba win, though. And he also beat Pharaoh. But Pharaoh is not going to be top 100. Not in a million years. The reason why I have Till in top 90 is that he like doesn't lose to unranked players. He only loses to ranked players. On top of beating a couple of other, like Well, he should drop a bit, but he beat Naitoru and Chag, losing to Raflo and Big Boss. But that's the only tournament he attended in the second half. He attended 5 tournaments in total in this season. He has a win on Light. And he also has a winner, Mr. E, who is gonna drop on the list. Now I'm kinda regretting my decisions now. I am kinda regretting my decisions. K-Flock, Tilde, Taike, they might not be top 90, bro. The others could be. If Unipi is not top 90, I'm fine. Andrick should stay there. Korponsu should stay there too. Fucking shit. I thought I had a better idea about how the players were doing, bro. So here we got my top 80. We have Motonabe, Saya, Zog, Omega, Umeki, and I have Andrick twice. Jesus fucking Christ. Hold up. How many players do I have here? 3, 6. It's 10. How many players I have here? Am I stupid? 3, 6, 9, 10. Bro, I'm stupid. I'm actually stupid. I'm stupid. Why? Why am I doing this? Hold up. No. Hold up, bro. What if... Am I sure it's... Hold up. 6? Yeah, it's 10. Who was I intend to put here? So I feel like Andrick could not be top 90. Could be top 80. But then, bro, fucking shit. You know what, guys? Forget it. I'm gonna leave it like that. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. So these are players I think are gonna be top 80. I already talked about Andrick. You can forget about him. So the other 9 players are Motsunabe, Saya, Zog, Omega, Umeki, The Boss, Furore Ramen, Yazo, and Jackal. Motsunabe, what has Motsu done? Let's check him out. Currently, Motsunabe is number 64 in the first half. Why do I think he's doing worse? He did one good thing, placing 4th at Impact Major. He beat Chon, Rimu, Reno, and Mark, which is amazing. It's very good. He also has a win on Tamego at a C tier, but he does have one. He also has a win on T. Okay. He might be higher. But he also has like a 49th at Kagaribi, losing to Nyono Konbu and Kuroponzu. Alright. 17th at a B+, losing to Lemos on A and Rorikusu. 17th at Impact Major 1, losing to Mild and Ryuk. Okay, lost to Ryuk. That's a bad loss. He placed 9th at Old Core. He beat Miru, but lost to Lax and Shirayuki. And 25th at Sebugeki, beating Toriguri. Holy fuck. Wait, he might not be this low. Oh my god, I really should have checked all of this before, bro. Honestly, I'm being honest here. I didn't really check the results before doing this. I only did it because of vibes. Um, Motsu might be top 70, honestly. He has a couple of bad losses, but it's not that bad. Like, the placements are not amazing, but the losses are not that bad either. Anyways, Saya so far is not ranked. In case you don't know who they are, Saya is an ice climbers from Japan, and they have been popping off since, I feel like the first time I noticed about Saya existing was at Kagaribi 13 because they got an upset on Waka. They beat Waka in pools. And I was like, okay, so that's an ice climbers. That's a bad loss. That's a bad thing for Luigi. That matchup is not amazing for Luigi, and Waka probably doesn't even know the matchup that well. So Saya beat them. And on top of that, Saya also placed 49th at Kagaribi. Like, it's not like he lost immediately after beating Waka. They kept moving on in bracket. That's where I noticed, man, this player is not that bad. So, right after Kagaribi 13, Saya started popping off. It's so funny because Saya was like seed 460 at Kagaribi, placed 49th, and started popping off at tournaments like the Sumabatos and shit. You'll see right now, they have good wins. They have very good wins. And they're very, very young too. They might be an online warrior, honestly. So Saya, I honestly thought Saya might have got ranked in the first half, but they didn't. Saya placed 13th at Sumabato 60, where they beat Rorikusu and Masa. At Maisuma Grand Wars 2, they beat Mark, Karaage, and Yonepi. At Sumabato 61, they lost to Korinku 12-19 and Meido with bad losses. At Umebura, they beat Sumaho but lost to Harupoyo. And you might not probably know who Harupoyo is, but he's a steep player that is kind of popping off recently. 97th at Sumabato 62, losing to a Snake and Tora, the Ike player. 9th at Sumabato 63, losing early to Kuroponzu, but they beat Kaninabe, Rocky, and Mark. At Kagari 14, they placed 129th. Jesus Christ. They lost to Fu, who is an Olimar player, and to Kebanga, who plays Kazuya. Then this, what was the name of this tournament? Koryu Festival 1, they placed second. They beat Rorikusu, they beat Yonepi, and then they beat Ragi. They have like 3 wins on Rorikusu and like 2 wins on Yonepi. Like, damn. Saya is popping off. So I think this player is gonna be top 80, around this area. They have good wins, bro. Zog has been doing kind of the same thing, honestly. Like, Zog. They have attended some other tournaments. They attended Riptide, where they didn't do anything. They top 8'd Eugene Bound Summers. So they top 8'd a major with fucking Duck Hunt. They beat Toon and Lammers. Even though both of those are currently unranked, We know they are for sure getting ranked. Lammers is close to the top 50, and Tune is close to the top 20, at least. So those are great fucking wins for the Zog. At Port, they kinda underperformed. They placed 33rd. They beat K-Flock and they almost beat Ashima. That would have been hyped. But no, they lost to Ashima and Beast Mode Paul. And then they won a tournament in Saskatchewan where they lost to Silver, a player that co-mains Pit and Weefit. Interesting mid tiers. they So that's like the only unranked player they have lost to this second half of the season at the very least. Also, quick reminder that Zog beat Jackal and Leo in the first half. And that is, of course, amazing. Especially for the Leo win. So, yeah, reminder Zog beat Toon. Omega definitely dropping off. He hasn't done anything this second half. Like, he looked so promising in the first half, and he hasn't done much in the second. He really hasn't. Except, like, placing second at DreamHack Atlanta, where he beat Anarchy. But, like, other than that, he won Davos Invitational, beating double eliminating Yato, which is good. Then he placed fifth at Keep It Real, didn't beat anyone. At Supernova, he placed 33rd. He lost to Base Mage and Wrath. At Collision, he placed 13th, losing to Char and Crep Saleh. At Riptide, he placed 25th, losing to Shooton and Deathspade. I don't think the loss to Deathspade is gonna hurt that much because Deathspade is banned, so it's not gonna hurt that much. He also placed 33rd at Miami, losing to Epic Gabriel and PK Chris. And 5th at 404 November, beating Danny, who I think will be unranked. And he lost to DD and Vendetta. So yeah, pretty mediocre second half for Omega. He's gonna drop. I don't think he's gonna drop as hard. I don't think he's gonna drop off the top 100. Reminder that Omega got ranked into the top 50 this first half of the season, so I can't imagine him dropping below the top 90. Honestly, top 80 might be a bit high, but he still had a good first season, so it can't be that bad, right? Then we have Umeki. I feel like Umeki also had a very, very rough second half, except for literally only one tournament. Literally only one, which I'm going to talk about later. So Umeki attended only a handful of tournaments, like 5, literally 5, in the second half. He placed 129th at Sebugeki. 129th. He lost to like seed 237 and then he lost to seed 84. He went down 1-2. Wow. Then he placed 7th at Kurogura 48, which was a C tier. He only beat Chon but lost to Maipan. Maipan, that crazy Zelda player. 33rd at Umebura, beating Chon again, losing to Shion and Ryope. Then they placed 129th at Kagaribi. Dude, losing to like seed 711 Sora player. Guys, seed 711. My god. And then they lost to seed 147 Ridley player. I know this Ridley player. Like he has other good wins. He has beaten Rocky before. I think like Moinai Goma, they're good. But like it's still like why are you losing that matchup? And then Omeki like forgot how to lose and places second at Impact Major. This motherfucker beat Leaf, Chon, Rocky, Mark, and Rocky again. He double eliminated Rocky. He only lost to Agola. How like that's the thing, like how do you rank a player that placed 129th at two majors and then places second at another one? How do you rank someone like that? I don't get it. I really don't. So I really don't know where to rank Umeki. If he's ranked like 120, I'm not gonna be pissed because like who? How the fuck do you rank this? He had such a bad season, and then at the very last fucking major, he decides to be a top 10 player, bro. How do you rank someone like that? Really? How? The bus. The bus will fall off. The bus will fall off because he only attended like two tournaments. One of them was Collision, where I think he beat Crep Soleil. I'm sweating like crazy, by the way. It's so fucking hot in here. Yeah, he went to two tournaments this second half. He placed seventh at Collision, beating Crips. How does this happen? He's trolling, bro. He beats Crep Soleil, and right after he loses 3-0 to Char. 3-0, guys. 3-0. Just don't go and tell me that Char is a better player than Crep Soleil. He's not. Maybe just Krebs sucks versus Rosalina. I don't know, bro. I really don't. Or versus Olimar. He might suck versus Olimar. That's Europe's whole problem. And then he went to a tournament in Saudi Arabia. He won, by the way, and he beat Pharaoh there. Pharaoh was also like the only other ranked player in attendance. He didn't lose any sets, but so he beat Crep and Pharaoh. How do you rank that? He's falling off, but not by that much, I would say. He still had a very good first half, or very decent at the very least. He got ranked in the top 40. Hmm. Then we have Furara Ramen. Very funny name, I know, but this guy has had a good season except for when he attended Port Priority, where he fumbled like crazy. Well, I thought he had I mean, the start of his season was good. He attended Sumabato 60 and he placed second at that tournament. He beat Masa, he beat Ashimo, he beat Kaninabe, and he beat level 1. Only losing to Raru. Then places 7th at a B tier. Right after that. Doesn't beat anyone. Loses to a non-ranked Korean player. 17th at All Core, where he beat Kurofune, which is good. Loses to Hurt and Yonabi, not bad losses. 65th at Umebura, loses to C289, sure. That happens. It's Japan. 25th at Sumabato 62, losing to Karage and Riwo. Then 33rd at Kagaribi, where they beat Rimu. And 129th at Port, where they lost to Soul Arts and Carflow, seed 98 and 95, respectively. How do you rank this again? Like, after placing second at a major tournament, beating a top 10, a top 20 player in Ashimo, how do you rank this? It's weird. I think he's gonna increase his ranking a bit at the very least. Maybe just a bit. Yaso is gonna fall off a bit. He had a very good. What the fuck? He had a very good supernova. But like everything else was mid, or that's what I remember at the very least. Let's check it out. So at Davers Invitational, nothing happened. Supernova was the run. So after losing to Fanny, the Yoshi from Germany, seed 226, he beat Natoru, he beat Ken, he beat Basemage, he beat Shadik, and he beat Raflo. He beat Raflo and Ken and Shadik. Like, man. Crazy run from Jazo. Then he places 7th at Collision, where he lost to Beast Mode Paul and Phantom. That's another good win Phantom had. Jazo. And he beat Quid, but Quid is most likely not gonna be ranked. Then placed 33rd at Riptide, where he beat Elijah Man but lost to Icy Mist. 5th at Ichigo Con, where he beat Mo, Andrick, and Ouch. Ooh, that's a good one. Maybe Yasu's gonna be a bit higher. 3rd at Code Crimson, where he beat Elijah Man twice. 5th at Dreamhack Atlanta, where he beat Anarchy. And 3rd at 404 November, where he didn't beat anyone and lost to DD and Spickles. He might be higher, honestly. He might be top 70. Jackal might be top 70. He has a very good season. I thought that he didn't do very well, like other than Supernova, but no, he had a good Ichigo-con too. Very good Ichigo-con, in fact. Like Mo, Andrick, and Ouch. Like Mo and Andrick are both top 100 players. By the way, where the fuck do I have them? Why do I have them so high? Jesus Christ, I have Mo in the top 60? Am I tripping? No, I might be correct. Okay. Yasuo might be top 70. Then finally we have Jackal. Jackal will fall off. Now I'm sure about this one. Hold up. Jackal, who is currently ranked 46th, will fall off. He placed 3rd at Mission Complete, beating Pharaoh and losing to Samba. That's okay. 2nd at MBS Jackpot, beating Pharaoh again and losing to Syrup twice. 33rd at Supernova, where he beat Mescal but lost to Onin and Vendetta. 33rd Collision. Reminder that Collision was not even a major, guys. He lost to DJ Dawn and Teaser. That's bad. 9th at Eugene Bound. He beat Mo, but loses to Leo and Andric. Second at the round table 6, losing to Syrup and Syrup. Double eliminates Phantom though. Second at round table 7, losing to Seal, but beating Phantom and Pharaoh again. He won Highland Masters 100 where he beat Zamba. Okay, I forgot about that, but that's a good win. That's a good win. 33rd at Port, where he lost to Shattuck and MBD. Didn't beat anyone notable, really. And 5th at this C tier, where he lost to Phantom and Seal. I feel like, other than beating Samba and Farrell all the fucking time, he didn't do much. He didn't do much other than that. So I do think Jacko will fall off, but that Samba win is still good. So how much is he gonna fall off? I don't know, but he's gonna fall off. I'm 100% certain about that. Top 70. Toriguri, Mark, Mati, Fire, Karage, Kiarash, Kurofune, Susu, Jagabata, and Rimu. Toriguri will fall off. I know what you're thinking. Oh, but Toriguri placed top 8 at port priority. I know he did. That's the only thing he did the whole fucking season. And placing 4th at Kulan 17, which was a B tier, B plus. Hear me out, guys. So Toriguri had a very mediocre results throughout all the first half of the second half. So you could say like the third quarter of the season. He places 33rd at Sumabata 60, losing to Kuropansu and Yoshiten, who is an unranked young Link main. 33rd at Sebugeki 19, losing to an unranked pit player at Motsunabe. 33rd at Oddcore, losing to Shirayuki and Masa. Okay, that's unfortunate. But yeah. 33rd at Oddcore. 49th at Umepura, losing to Ryope and Hero, the Bowser player. 17th at Sumabato 62, losing to Mark and Masa. 3rd at a C tier, losing to Shutan and Kurofune. I mean, he did beat Kurofune once, but then lost to him in losers. Then he places 4th at Kulan 17. He beats Nyono Konbu and Daigoro, which is not amazing. I mean, they are good players, but they're only gonna be top 150. Then places 97th at Kagaribi. He got upset by Nakatai, who is a Captain Falcon, and then lost to Tamapi in losers. Places 5th at Port. He beats Danny, who is probably gonna be unranked, so it doesn't matter that much. He was supposed to fight Leo, but Yeast upset Leo, so Toriguri ended up beating Yeast instead. Then beats Shiny Mark. That's a good win. And then he beats Luis, which is also a kind of good win, but not the best in the world. Shiny Mark is better for sure. Loses to Carmela and Samba. That's good. Good losses. And wins Kyokan 11, beating Shadow, the Mario player, who is gonna be top 100. I mean, no, top 150. Not the best second half of the season. He beat like one good player, one top 50 player, Shiny Mark. That's the only one. And he has a few couple of bad losses. So I feel like Toriguri will be top, like around top 70. I don't think he's gonna be top 50 because if we've seen something is that the algorithm cares a lot about the wins. Like wins are more important than placement for sure. So in this case, like yeah, like Toriguri's placements are bad, and but like the couple of good results he had didn't have amazing wins. That's what I'm talking about. He only had like one good tournament, realistically speaking. Then comes Mark. I feel like Mark could be a bit lower, like top 80 instead of 70. But let's check him out. I feel like he's done a couple of things. Okay, this guy also attends a lot of tournaments. Well, in this second half,
we're gonna take a walk with Bodo.
When
We'll be right back.
Tsumabato 60, he only placed 33rd, losing to Karage and Rearlet, the Bowser player. And Master Grand Wars 2, he placed 13th, losing to Saya and Meido. Bad losses. Well, Saya is not a bad loss. Meido is a bad loss. Sumabato 61, he lost to Uto. Bad loss again. At Sebugeki 19, he placed 17th, where he lost to Rinoha, who is probably gonna be unranked. 33rd at Old Core 5th, where he lost to Ryope and Yonipi. Those losses are not that bad. But still, like, 65th at Umebura, losing to Akio and Raki, who probably got upset. He won a C tier over Daigoro. 9th at a B tier, losing to Raru and Shion. 9th at Sumabato 62, he beat Toriguri and Akakikusu. This is a good tournament. He beat Toriguri and Akakikusu. Then places 3rd at Masume Landmark 7, where he lost to Saboten. Bad loss again. 13th at Sumabato 63, where he beats level 1. Good win. 33rd at Kagaribi, where he beat Sasusoro, who's probably gonna be ranked. He didn't beat anyone else really, and he lost to Noi and Kurofune. 49th at Port. He didn't beat anyone. He lost to Xavier on top of that. 4th at Choreo Festival 1, he beat Yonepi. Lost to Shion twice. 7th at Sumabato 64. He didn't beat anyone. And finally, 5th at Impact Major 2, where he beat Shuton and Uwame. Shuton and Uwame. He beat Shuton and Uwame, guys. Like, he had 2 good tournaments, but the good tournaments are good. Are good. I mean, they're not like the run of a lifetime, but they are decently good. Like, he has wins on Toriguri, Akagiksu, Shuton, and Uwame this season, and Yonepi. Not bad, honestly, not bad. At the same time, could be better. Like, he has accumulated a lot of unranked losses. So I wonder how the algorithm will take that into account. Then we have Mati. In case you don't know who this player is, Matti is currently the best Rosalina player in the world. They are from Japan, as always. uh, they have not attended that many tournaments, I feel like. No, they haven't. They really haven't. So they attended like a C tier. Wait, do I have this tournament? Hold up. I gotta check that later. They attended a C tier where they beat Kurofune and Tsubaki. Then they placed 49th at Samabata 61, losing to two unranked players. Then they placed 9th at All Core, beating Tamapi, Rarikusu, and Ryope. I repeat, they beat Tamapi and Rarikusu, guys. And at Sumabato 64, they won! They won the whole fucking thing. They beat Gorioka. They beat Rarikusu. They beat Shion. They beat Kuropatsu. They beat Maila HO. And then they beat Rarikusu again. Guys. Who is this player? Now, actually, I did know about them before. But it's still crazy. Like, he popped off out of nowhere. And I'm sure he's gonna be top 100. Like, there's no fucking way they are not top 100. They have very good wins and not as many bad losses because they don't attend very much. They probably live in a like far region. Like, they don't live very close to like the big tournaments, you know. Because they didn't attend Umebura, they didn't attend Kagaribi. Like, maybe they're from Chubu because they attended Alt Core. And they attended Grand Slam. So they might be from Chubu. Chubu is the same region where Masha, Tsubaki, and Carmelo are from, which is why none of those players attend very often. But Mati for sure gonna be a top 100 player. And I feel like he's gonna be around top 70. Very, very good player. Now on to Fire. Fire also doesn't attend many events. Because Fire, I feel like, is even further away from everything. They live in Tohoku, the Tohoku region, which is the northern part of the main island of Japan. It's kinda close to Tokyo, but it's very far from Kansai, which is the region where the Sumabatos happen. So I'm curious, like, they still attended Sumabato 62. So what did Fire do this season, the second half of the season? Fire got ranked number 78 in the first half, and in the second half they placed 25th at Sebugeki, losing to Tamego and Yora, 49th at Umebura, losing to Ko, who is a Fox player, and also losing to Gact. Second at a C tier, beating Reno, Gachipi, and Leaf, but also getting double eliminated by Leaf. They beat Reno, Gachipi, and Leaf. They still have those wins. 17th at Sumabato 62, where they beat Metara and Yoshidora. I repeat, they beat Yoshidora, guys. But after that, they lost to Rierlet and Futari no Kiwamiya, the ISIS player. They placed 25th at Kagaribi 14, where they beat Shuton. They beat fucking Shuton, guys. And Yoshidora. And they placed 25th at Impact Major, where they lost to Karaage and Gorioka. So, if you look at it, The losses are not that bad, other than like losing to Rearlet, even though he's unranked. I don't feel like he's that far from getting ranked, and the same goes to Futahara no Kiwamiya. I actually considered both of those players kind of close to being ranked. I consider them to be like top 150. In the end, I didn't put them on, but if they are, they might be. Uh, so I think Fire is top 70 because he beat Shuton, he beat Yoshidora. Those are very good wins. Did he beat anyone else? Like, I thought he beat someone else. Maybe. Oh, he wait. He also beat Reno, Gachipi, and Leaf. Those are amazing wins. What are you talking about? He has a lot of good wins. Then we got Karaage. Karaage. Why do I have Karaage so high? Hold up. Karaage was ranked number 66 in the first half. What has he done in the second half? I know they have a very good run, but it was at Umebura. They placed ninth at Umebura. Okay. So at Sumabato 60, they placed 13th, beating Mark and Kuhaku. Good. They lost to Raru and Yoshidora. Good losses. 7th at Mazuma Grand Wars 2, they lost to SY, who is a Little Mac player, and to Saya. Losing to SY is kind of bad. Not super bad. Like, SY is probably the second best Little Mac in the world right now after KO. And Saya is a good loss, honestly. It's not that bad. 25th at Sumabato 61, he lost to Kaki P and Masa. Losing to Kaki P is bad. Okay. But losing to Masa is good. It's a good loss. 9th at Umebura. This is the run. They, after losing to Hurt, they beat Kurofune, they beat Shuton, and they beat Ryope. They had a very close game 5 against Ashima, but they lost, unfortunately. Otherwise, they would have made top 8. At a P tier tournament. P tier with solo Captain Falcon. Guys, incredible. Then they top 8 at Sumabato 62. They placed 7th. They beat Furara Ramen, they lost to Ashima again, and then they beat Shion. Good. They lost to Snow right after. Good losses. 13th at Sumabato 63. They lost to Omiso Shiru. Omiso Shiru is a player that plays Dedede, but he also plays Rob. And he has been playing more Rob recently. And he kind of has a lot of good wins. I feel like Omiso Shiru might get ranked soon. Because this dude is accumulating wins. Right after that, he beat Gact, who's probably going to be ranked in the top 150, and he lost to Snow. 33rd at Kagaribi 14, where he lost to Miya and 1000. 1000 is a Game & Watch player, so he got double eliminated by Game & Watch. That sucks. That's Falcon worst matchuring, because you guys didn't know. 9th at Sumabato 64, where he lost to Snow and Rorikusu. And finally 17th at Impact Major, where he beat Fire, lost to Akola in a game 5? I forgot about that. And then he lost to Suinoko, the Young Link player. They have good wins. Guys. Beating Shuton and Kurofune, and who else they beat? They also beat Shion, Furara Ramen, Fire, Gact, Mark. They have a win on Mark as well. Yeah, and the losses are honestly not terrible. So, and right now Karagi's popping off. Like, this doesn't have to do anything with this season, with the 2025 season, by the way. But Karagi has top 8 2 B plus tiers in a row. They placed second at All by Tori 3, and they placed fifth at Grand Slam 18. They're the only two players. He's only one of two players that have done this. because Konbu is the other one, and he has won both. Konbu is currently the best player in the world. He has won the two biggest tournaments that have happened so far. It's crazy. How does he do it with Diddy Kong? Solo Diddy Kong. Uh, Here I have Kiarash. Kiarash has not done much in this second half. He top aided Eugene Bound. I remember that. He placed fifth. But after, like, he hasn't done much. He really hasn't. He placed fifth at UAS. He beat Monty, but lost to Atreus. Losing to Atreus is bad. Losing to Lammers is not that bad. It's actually a decent loss. Then they placed 33rd at Supernova, where they lost to Spargo and MPG. Fifth at Super Game Lab Smash 10, where they lost to Atreus again and MFA. Ninth at Straight Sanov, which was a C tier. They lost to Babansky and Capitancito. Losing to Babansky is terrible, by the way. Then they placed fifth at Eugene Bound, where they beat Ouch and Monty again. How do you win that matchup? Game Watch Luigi is not good, by the way. They lost to Leo and Ouch. Yeah, those are good wins. Second at Genesis Black, where they lost to Lammers. They beat Luis. They beat Lammers in losers, and then they lost to FD's Rosalina, of all things. And finally, 49th at Port, where they they lost to Shin, the ISIS player, and Icon. So he beat Monty twice, and ouch. That's kind of good. But other than that, he has bad losses. He should be punished for it, as so should every other player that has bad losses. He shouldn't be top 50 with those losses. Then we have Kurofune. Kurofune has been popping off a bit. He was number 81 in the previous ranking. He attends a lot of tournaments. They, yeah. He placed fifth at Sumapa 197, which was a B tier. They beat Lunamado and Milna HO, but they lost to AIM, the Chic player. Then they placed seventh at a C tier, where they lost to Akasa, the Cloud. Ninth at Sebugeki 19, where they lost to Akasa again. But they beat Lemons A and Noi, lost to Milorun. 33rd at Old Core, where they lost to Furararamen and Teshi. 33rd at Umebura, where they lost to Goma, who is a Meta Knight. They beat Miru, they lost to Karage. Third at Impact Major 1. Impact Major 1 was not a major, it was a B+, but they still got very good wins there. They beat Naucha, they beat Uame, and they beat Shuton. Everybody beat Shuton this season, my god. Is Shuton even gonna be top 20, bro? Like, I'm actually, like, questioning that myself. Is Shuton gonna be top 50, top 20 this season? He's lost to so many people. And they lost to Miyan now. 25th at Silver Cup, where they lost to seed 121 K Rule player. Wow. And to Rorikuzu. He won a C tier where he beat Motsunabe twice. He placed second at another C tier where he beat Toriguri. He placed third at Kulon 17, which was a B plus. He beat Shion and Daigoro, losing to Mild and Hurt. 17th at Sumabato 63, where they beat Kaninabe but lost to Ashimo and Snow. 13th at Kagaribi 14. They beat Shirayuki. Oh shit, this is a good one. They beat Shirayuki, they beat Mark, they beat Rocky, and they beat Yara too. They beat Yara too. They lost to Akola and Carmelo. And they also placed third at the C tier where they beat Midorun but lost to Lax and Taike. Then they placed 17th at Impact Major 2 where they lost to Uame and Tamego. That's unfortunate. And they placed 4th at a C tier, losing to Marcos, the Rob, and Midorun again. Okay, so he has a decent amount of good wins. And he was already ranked number 81st. Jesus. He was already ranked number 81 in the world in the first half of the season. I feel like he's doing pretty good. He does have some bad losses. Like, why are you losing to Carol as fucking Sonic, dude? That's gotta be such a fucking garbage matchup for Carol. My god. Okay. And that was his round 1 too. That's so funny. Okay. Susu. Susu is another player that kind of has a decent amount of bad losses, but he has some very good fucking wins too. Like, let's not forget this dude beat Cola and Light, and he got some very good wins in the second half as well. So he went to S Factor. Sorry. He lost to Mau, the real player, and to Gluttony. At Smashboard Siege, he lost to Askro, the Nest player, and to Lugi. He won a C tier over Naturu and Mescal. He beat those two. Placed second at another C tier where he beat Krebsale and Raflo. I was trying to figure out why I had Susu so high up. This is the reason. He beat Krebsale and Raflo. That's not the only reason why I had Susu so high. So he placed 9th at Smash Mania, which was a major where he beat Siski, lost to Gluto and Lugi. 17th at a B tier where he lost to Krebsale and Naturu. 17th at a C tier this time. He lost to Janos, and I think this is Haruhi, the British Min. Yeah. He won a C tier after placing 17th. He beat Mpopo twice. Then he went to Port Priority where he placed 25th. He didn't beat anyone there, but he lost to Sonics and Jagabata. Places 5th at Hall of Frames. Oh, this was the tournament I was thinking of. So at Hall of Frames, which was a B+, Susu beat T and Shuton. You heard that right. So Susu in this half of the season has a win on Raflo, a win on Krebsale, a win on Siski, a win on T, and a win on Shuton. Yeah. Alright, Susu. He has a lot of good wins. Like, that's a lot of good wins. A lot of them. Um, on to Jagabata, talking about Jagabata, who beat Susu. The best duck hunt in the world, in my opinion. So Jagabata only attended 4 tournaments in this second half. He placed 65th at Sumabata 62, losing to Elon and Belsepone. Very bad losses. Fourth at Mashimadan Mark 7, where he lost to Omiso Shiru and Saboten. Again, bad losses. Ninth at Sumabata 63, where he beat Mild and he beat Rocky. Rocky's not an amazing win, but beating Mild is great, and he lost to Miya and Rorikusu. And then this one. Ninth at Port Priority 9. After losing to seed 97, Wolf player LRA Start, he beat Ken, he beat Base Mage, he beat Susu, he beat Gorioka, and best of, he beat Siski. I wanted this dude to beat Samba so much. I wanted him to beat Samba so much, bro. He took a game off of him. But yeah, that matchup looks garbage for. I mean, not garbage, but it doesn't look great for Duck Hunt. Jagabata probably did the best he could. And also, we can't forget that Samba is Samba after all. He is a fucking beast. Yeah, Jagabata with a lot of crazy good wins and some bad losses. Finally, in the top 70, we have Rimu, the second best min in the world. We have to remind that Rimu placed third at Sebugeki, which was a major. Here he beat Noi, he beat Gorioka, he beat Akakikusu, and he beat Uame. He lost to Tamego and Uame. Great fucking run. 25th at Umebura, they beat Chon, the Fox player. After that, they lost to Shion and Shirayuki. Then they placed 65th at Kagaribi, where they lost to Furara Ramen and Ogato, who is a hidden boss of Japanese Smash. He means Luigi. And then they placed 9th at Impact Major, where they lost to Akola and Motsunabe. Not bad losses. I feel like we should judge Rimu with the eyes of that he beat a lot of players at Sebugeki. And his losses at the other tournaments are not that bad. He's probably gonna be in the top 70. Maybe even a bit higher. Maybe top 60. Maybe. Now, to end this fucking stream for one and for all. For once and for all, guys. I'm so sweaty. I want to take a shower. And I've been talking for a long ass fucking time. So I want to rest. Top 60. Kurama. Level 1. Tarik. Gachipi. Shadik. Shirayuki. Island This. Mo. Lammers 44. And Masa. By the way, I think that Alandis and Mo are probably not gonna be top 60, but I don't care. I already have them here, and I will talk about them. They might be top 60, but they have very good wins. Maybe not Mo, but Alandis could be top 60 for sure. Now let's go on to Kurama. What has Kurama done this half of the season? He was already top 60 in the first half, so what has he done in the second half? Well, he beat Luis, he beat Monty, he beat Lammers, and he beat Leo. All of that in one tournament. One, guys. One tournament. They almost beat Leo twice, which is insane. Like we know Leo has the Mario problem. It's kind of a meme, but it's not really a meme. Like this dude does have a Mario issue. That happened at UAS, which was a B tier, but they still have all those amazing wins. Then they placed fourth at Most Wanted 3, where they lost to Ouch and Monty, but they beat Embo Z. Then they placed 33rd at Supernova, where they beat Gagged, but lost to Stamba and Petaya, a Kazuya player. They placed 13th at Riptide, where they beat Chugs, they beat Ouch, and they beat Icy Mist, losing to Hurt and Shiny Mark. That win against Ouch is so good, by the way. And finally, 7th at Eugene Bound, where they beat JDV and Monty, losing to Shadik and Andric. This dude is top 60. He might even be top 50. I'm not trolling. He has very good wins. Very good wins. I would personally really like seeing Kurama in the top 50. On to level 1. Level 1 who also didn't attend that many tournaments in this second half. But he had like a really, really, really fucking good run at one of those. I'm talking about Sumabato SP60. After getting upset by Suzune, the Mewtwo player, level 1 beat Rocky, Yonebi, Kuroponzu, Ashimo, Shion, Uame, Kaninabe, and Yoshidora. Guys, he beat all of those players in one run, one tournament. That was crazy, bro. What a crazy fucking losers run. Only then, right after, to lose to Furara Ramen of all players. He lost to Furara Ramen's Game & Watch, bro. That's crazy. That was so crazy. I remember watching that shit live and I laughed my ass off. I'm so sorry for level 1, bro. Then he placed 25th at Umebura. He beat Nao, the Mario player, but lost to Leaf and Rocky. And 17th at Sumabato 63, where he lost to Gact and Mark. His losses are not bad. He lost to Suzune, which is a terrible loss, but other than that, his losses are not bad. He also didn't attend that much. He is at least top 60. Like, there's no way. After that run, how could you not be top 60, bro? How could you? Especially because level 1 was already like 62nd in the ranking in the first half. He's good, bro. He's probably good. Tarek. Best player from Germany. What has Tarek done? Let's see. He won a ton of tournaments in Germany, in Europe. He also placed second at Smashburg Siege, where he beat Raflo and Luigi. Two very good players, losing to Zomba twice. He placed 13th at Supernova, where he only got one notable win, but it's a very good notable win. He beat Cola there. Also, his losses are not bad. He lost to Raflo and Spargo. Then he kept winning tournaments. Like when he placed third at one. He placed third at Les Sanctuaires, where he beat Mpopo but lost to Crepsole and Ryukai. Then he His worst result of the season, 65th at port priority, where he lost to Base Mage and Whiskey, the Robin player from Mexico. Then he kept winning C tiers. One of them was Lisbon Knockout 2025, where he beat Chag, Raflo again, and Big Boss twice. And he placed third at No Time to Tilt, where he beat Siski, losing to Greb Saleh and Siski in a game 5. Great season for Tarek, honestly. Now on to Gachipi. Why do I think Gachipi is so high? Hold up. Oh, he won a B+. Okay. 13th at Seibugeki, he beat Motsunabe and kept. He lost to Midrun and Rorikusu. He won a C tier, Kurobura 48. He beat Lemons on A and Naocha twice. 97th, 97th at Umebura, losing to two unranked players. Then he placed 9th at Impact Major. Wait, no, I skipped one. He placed 3rd at a C tier. He lost to Leaf and Fire there. 9th at Impact Major 1, where he beat Leaf, but lost to Neo and Yaura. Then he won. He won a tournament as solo Lucario. He won Silver Cup, where he beat Reno, Leaf, and Reno again. He placed 7th at Cafeteria Cup. He lost to Ball. He was the other person that lost to Ball, but he got a win on Akakikusu, which is always nice. Then he placed 65th at Kagaribi, where he lost to Yonepi and Reno. Good losses. So he has decent losses, except for like Ball. He has good wins. That's kind of it. He might be top 70 instead of top 60 though. I might have ranked him too high. But he's still like doing good right now. Talking about doing good right now, Shattuck. Shattuck is also doing good. Shattuck, he attended 3 tournaments this second half. He placed 13th at Supernova, where he beat Apollo Kage and Ouch, losing to Raru and Yaso. Apollo Kage and Ouch, that's fucking awesome. 9th at Eugene Bound, where he beat Kurama. Lost to Mutis and Ouch. And 9th at Port Priority. Oh, this one. He beat Jackal. He beat Piggy Chris. He beat Reno. He beat Raflo. And he beat Shiny Mark. Crazy fucking bonkers run. And lost to Carmelo and Lammers. Awesome, dude. What else do you want me to say? That's an awesome fucking run. I'm so glad. I'm so fucking glad that Shattuck is doing better, bro. I'm so glad for him. I think he's such a nice, cool bro, cool kid. I mean, no, he's not a kid anymore. Cool dude, cool person. I'm glad he's doing better. He's beating the washed allegations. He definitely is beating the allegations right now because he's doing fucking awesome right now. In fact, I would be super happy if he's ranked into the top 50 again. Like, he got ranked like what, 117 in the first half of the season? That's like right after getting ranked like top like 20 in the world twice. He got 117, bro. Like, that's such a huge fucking change. Another player that is doing amazingly right now, Shira Yuki. My fucking god, I love this guy. best Inkling player in the world. He placed 13th at Sumabato 61. He lost to Saboten, which is a bad loss, but he beat Shion, which is a good win. He lost to Miru too, which is decent. He's probably gonna be top 150 at the very least. Then he placed fourth at all court. What the fuck did I say, bro? Fifth at all court fifth. He beat Toriguri. He beat Mati, the Rosalina player that I talked about. He beat Motsunabe and he beat Masa. Good fucking run. He lost to Akakikusu and Hurt. Very good losses. And here comes the first of the two good runs. Oh well, kind of like Old Core was a better run than this one. Okay, damn, Shirayuki had three good runs this half of the season. So Shirayuki lost to Sakurai and Adumebura, but then he beat Shirome, he beat Rimu, and he beat Yaora. Yaora. And I don't know if you guys watched this set, but he had a very close game 5 against Leaf, the Robin player. Very close set that he lost, unfortunately, but he still beat Yara, which is an amazing win. Then he placed 17th at Sumabato 62, where he lost to Raki and Yoshidora. That's super unfortunate if you ask me. And then the run. Oh, the run. At C33, Shirayuki places 5th at a P tier with solo fucking Inkling. After beating Island, who is, by the way, not getting ranked again, he lost to Kurofune, which is a seeded, by the way, because Kurofune was seed 32 and Shirayuki was seed 33. So it was a seeded. Right after that, Shirayuki beats Suinoko, who is not ranked, Miurun, Akakikusu, Capt, Ken, Shuton, Uame, and Ashimo. I'm going insane. Dude, Shirayuki's run was fucking godlike. Shirayuki's run at Kagaribi is fucking godlike, bro. I love this dude. I swear I love Shirayuki so bad. He's so fucking cool, bro. Definitely serving a spot. He might even be top 50. I'm really saying this. He might be top 50 because this run is fucking glorious. And it's not like his other runs like Atumebura and Oldcore were bad. They were pretty good too. Then we have Alandis. Oh, Alandis. He has attended a lot of tournaments in Mexico. Okay. So, second at Worst of the West 7, where he beat Mo, lost to Mo and Waka. 17th at S Factor, where he lost to Raflo and Hurt. In the Ditto, yeah. Then 5th at Worst of the West 8, where he lost to Spargo and Nexus. 7th at Delfino Raza, where he lost to Manny and Kali, the CSS player. 3rd at Worst of the West 9, where he lost to Waka twice. 2nd at the Smash Train 2, where he lost to Manny and Waka but beat Manny in losers. 3rd at Reborn, where he beat Spargo. This is the reason why I have Alan this high. He does have wins on Spargo. He has wins on Waka. He has wins on Mo. He has wins on Andric. He has wins, especially Spargo and Waka. Those are the main two. There's no way a player that has wins like that is not this high. He's also not losing to other players. Maybe he lost to Kali, he lost to Nexus. Those are the only two. 5th at Worst of the West 10, where he lost to Spargo and Mo. Second at Tekken Place 4, where he beat Manny and Meister, but lost to Meister twice after. He won Eclipse City, where he beat Gilhue, Waka, and Andrick, only lost to Andrick once. He won also Rey del Cortez, where he lost to Mo early in bracket. But he beat Meister, he beat Waka, he beat Mo, and then he beat Manny twice. Fourth at Worst of the West 11, where he lost to Waka and Spargo. And Posada Gamer. This happened. This happened. Okay, in the first. Okay. He beat Monty. He beat Andrick. He beat Manny. He beat Waka. I forgot about this one. So this is the reason why I have Alan this high. He also has a win on Leo. On top of having wins on Spargo. On top of having wins on Waka, who's most likely like top 30. He has a win on Leo, bro. He has a win on Leo. Also, where the fuck do they have Manny? Manny should be here. Shouldn't he? I don't know, bro. Well, so Alandis for sure. Like, he's very high on the ranking. I don't know if he's gonna be top 50. If he's not, he's close at the very least. Now let's talk about Mo. Mo, where are you, Mo? Mo. Where the fuck is Mo? Where the fuck is Mo? Holy fuck. Okay, here he is. It's because he has the Amogus tag that I can't find him. If you search as Mo, he doesn't appear. Okay, so Mo, he placed third at Worst of the West 7. He beat Alandis, lost to Waka and Alandis. 17th at S Factor, it's not loading. He beat Cosmos, lost to Light and Leo. Third at Worst of the West 8, he beat Waka, lost to Spargo and Waka. So that's the other thing. Mo also has wins on Waka. 17th at Eugene Bound, where he lost to Jackal, and ouch, he got double eliminated by Wolf. That sucks. Also, he was seated very low. He was seated 23rd? Bruh. Why was he seated so low? That's why he had to fight Jackal so soon. Then he placed 17th at IchigoCon, where he lost to Yasuo and FD. Then he placed 4th at Reborn, where he lost to Waka and Spargo. 2nd at Worst of the West 10, where he lost to Marvelous Marco, but then he beat Andrick, Alandis, and Waka. Lost to Spargo also. He placed 4th at Eclipse City, losing to Andrick twice. 3rd at Rey Cortez. He beat Alandis and Waka, lost to Manny and Alandis. And 2nd at the Bucha, I don't know how to say that, Bucha Brawl 1. He lost to random MNK, beat Anthony Sincool, which is not going to be ranked, and then lost to Monty. Mo should be lower in the list. Mo should be like top 80. Mo is very high on the list. I don't know why. I have him so high. He shouldn't be. Then we have Lammers 44. Sir Alexander. Who had a fucking insane run at Port Priority. We're gonna talk about later. But even like before Port Priority, I feel like he was popping off before that. Definitely the best mid gunner in the world right now, and the best mid gunner that has ever lived. He placed 4th at UAS, losing to Atreus, but he beat Luis and Kiarash. Lost to Kurama after. 7th at Most Wanted 3. he beat JDB, and Jabo lost to Wrath and MBOZ. Great losses so far. 17th at Eugene Bound, he beat Base Mage, lost to MK Leo and Zog. Good losses again. Third at Ascension 4, he lost to FD and Tanman, but he beat Free K Flock. Third at Genesis Black, he beat Kiarash, lost to FD and Kiarash. And here we go, the run. Port 7th at Port Priority 9, making top 8 at a major for the first time with this fucking mid-ass character. Me Gunner makes top 8 at a super major. He beats Monty, he beats Ashimo, and he beats Shadik. Loses to Sonics and Samba. What a great fucking season. Great fucking season from Sir Alexander, bro. From Lammers. Great season. Great fucking season, bro. And finally, Masa. The best Falco in the world right now, in my opinion. He's doing better than Motonabe, he's doing better than Rodikusu, he's doing much better than Tilde. What has Masa done? Top 8 majors. That's what he has done. Well, not at the beginning. He placed 17th at Sumabato 60, losing to Furara Ramen and Saya. Not so bad of losses. Then he placed 17th at Sumabato 61 as well, where he lost to Miko de Kazuya and Rocky. He got totally limited by Kazuya. But he got a win on Karage, which is good. 7th at All Core. He had the run of a lifetime, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. So Masa lost early in pools. He lost to Rocky Tendonman, who is a raw player. Isn't that matchup supposed to be good for Falco? Well, I don't care. Right after he beat Ashimo. That's the first thing he does in losers. He beats Ashimo because Ashimo also got offset in pools. Then he beats Milna Ho. Then he beats Toriguri. Then he beats Taike. Then he beats Yonebi. And then he beats Daigoro. Like, it's funny, like, the players he beat later were the players that are ranked lower. So Masa had a great old core. Even though he lost very early in pools, he had a great old core. Then he placed 7th at Sumabato 62. He beat Rodikusu and Toriguri again. Lost to Shion and Yoshidora, which are good losses. 7th at Sumabato 63. He has top 8 3 majors in a row. Where he beat Piu, who for some reason was in Japan. He beat Rodikusu again. He has been in Rodikusu like 3 times. And he also beat Saya. Lost to Hurt and Shion. Okay, good losses. 9th at Kagaribi 14. Considering that Masa was the 37th fucking seed, 9th is a very good placement. But what did he do to get there? After losing to Leaf, who was seated higher, he beat Furara Ramen, he beat Snow and Kuro Ponzu. Lost to Ashima in the top 8 qualifier. So the streak was lost, but he still had a great tournament. So he had like 4 good tournaments in a row. Masa is doing very good right now. He's definitely the best Falco player in the world right now. And especially considering that he went to Obai Tori 3, which was like the first big tournament we have in the first week of the 2026 season. He placed 4th, and he beat After losing in pools to Futari no Kiwamiya, he beat Rocky, he beat Rearlet, he beat Yara, he beat Rorikusu again. They keep fighting each other. I hate this because I actually liked Rorikusu so much. But okay, so the only reason why I don't think Mas is gonna be top 50 is because he was not ranked in the first half. Same with Lammers. It's the same thing with Lammers. They have great wins, good losses, but the only reason why they're not higher is because they had a mediocre first half. That's the only reason. The only one. And those would be all of the top 100 players that I think will be ranked in the top 100. I hope it is like that. I'm gonna be so disappointed if it's not. I don't care. I do care a bit, but not that much, honestly. I care more about the top 50. I'm very sure about my top 50, especially my top 20. I am very confident on that one. Well, see you guys in another time because I also have to reveal my top 50. And I also want to make a stream talking about the the weekends of Smash we've had because I don't feel like there's a channel like that right now, and I feel like I don't put that much effort in my content. I literally just stream and I don't edit my streams, I don't edit anything. So I think that I should talk about every Smash tournament, every ranked Smash tournament that happens in 2026, in the 2026 season, because 2026 is only like starting today, and we've already had 2 weekends of Smash. Very interesting weekends. That's why I want to talk about them because I don't feel like anyone's talking about them. Like the only player right now that is doing content like about Smash, recent Smash, is Joker 6. He's the only one putting content about the recent Smash tournaments. But like he's not like doing how do you say this? He's not talking about it. He's just showing the matches, which is still amazing. I watch a lot of his content actually. Even though I do watch a lot of tournaments live, there are some of them that I don't. So if he uploads some that I missed, I'm watching them. He has a very good content, so I highly recommend to go watch Joker 6 if you have not. He's very sick. And he's also from Latin America. He's from Peru. Just just like me, I'm also from Latin America. Let's go. Uh so thank you guys for watching and see you next time to talk about the top 50 of the 2025 season.